No one in that room knew the man they laughed at was the reason their $800 million deal even existed. They soaked him with wine in front of hundreds of guests, mocked him openly, and called him irrelevant. Phones were already up. Murmurs spread like fire. He didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. He simply walked out. And the consequences began before anyone realized what they had just done. Before we continue, tap that subscribe button. Your support keeps these stories coming. Now let's get into it. That night looked flawless from the outside. Polished smiles, crystal lights, expensive suits. But beneath all that shine, something rotten waited to surface. That was the night Marcus Cole stepped into the Orion Crest ballroom. He wore a charcoal suit, clean-cut, simple shoes, no jewelry worth staring at. Nothing loud, nothing that begged for attention. The kind of presence wealthy rooms often overlook. Marcus preferred it that way. Let them underestimate him. Chandeliers glowed above linen-covered tables. A live quartet played background music no one truly listened to. The air smelled like cologne, steak, and old money. Phones hovered everywhere, capturing proof of attendance. Every screen flashed the same emblem: Nova Access Technologies. Their rumored $800 million partnership with an anonymous backer had everyone buzzing. Marcus moved calmly through the crowd, hands relaxed, eyes observant. Security had already delayed him at the entrance. One guard squinted and asked, "You here with staff?" Marcus simply handed over a black invitation stamped with silver. The guard stepped aside, awkward but unconvinced. Inside, the energy didn't change. Two women glanced at him, then subtly shifted away. A man in a tux stepped in front of him at the bar and joked, "Employees first, right?" Marcus said nothing and ordered water. If tonight unfolded correctly, explanations would be pointless. At the front, cameras turned toward the stage. The host cleared his throat and welcomed everyone to the Nova Access Gala. Applause erupted on cue. Marcus stayed near a pillar, close enough to see everything, distant enough to be ignored. Then she appeared. Evelyn Cross, the CEO's wife, gliding onto the stage in a shimmering silver dress. Beside her stood Daniel Cross, the company's public face, confident and polished. The room adored them, everyone except the man whose money made the night possible. Whispers followed Marcus as he shifted closer. Someone muttered, "How did he get in?" Another laughed softly, probably pretending to be a guest. Evelyn noticed him. Her smile curved slowly, predatory. She leaned toward Daniel, murmured something. Daniel's expression hardened. He stepped down from the stage and approached Marcus with rehearsed politeness. "Sir, are you meant to be here?" he asked, tapping Marcus's sleeve. "I'm fine," Marcus replied calmly. "Just watching." Daniel chuckled. "Watching?" He waved a server over. "Get him something. He looks out of place." A few guests turned to watch. Someone whispered, "Who let him near VIP?" Evelyn joined them, heels clicking sharply. She lifted a glass of red wine and scanned Marcus with open disdain. "If you needed work tonight, you could have applied," she said. "This act isn't fooling anyone." Marcus remained silent. Annoyed, she shoved the glass toward him. "Table 7 needs this." When he didn't take it, her smile dropped. Daniel sighed dramatically, took the glass from her hand, raised it slightly for attention, and said, "Let's clean up the confusion." Then he poured it straight down Marcus's suit. The splash echoed louder than expected. Gasps rippled. Phones shot up instantly. Someone whispered, "Did that just happen?" Marcus wiped his jaw slowly, adjusted his jacket, and turned toward the exit without saying a word. A server whispered behind him. He walked out like he owned the place. Outside, the hallway felt cold and quiet. Marcus pulled out his phone and made one call. "Proceed," he said calmly. "Cancel everything." "Yes, sir." The elevator ride down was silent. His reflection stared back at him, steady and unreadable. Another message arrived, legal confirmed, partners notified. When he reached the lobby, people stared at the wine stain. Someone whispered, "That's the guy." Outside, music inside suddenly cut off. Confusion spread. Marcus kept walking. Behind him, chaos exploded. Inside the ballroom, screens flickered. The host froze mid-smile. A man in a grey suit rushed up, whispering urgently. Daniel demanded answers. "The signing has been halted," the host said shakily. The room erupted. "What do you mean halted?" "That's impossible." Phones buzzed. Accounts froze. Investors pulled out in real time. Evelyn grabbed Daniel's arm. "Who did this?" The host swallowed. "The investor. He terminated the contract." Daniel laughed nervously. "I am the top." The host shook his head. "Not tonight." A video spread through the crowd. Daniel pouring wine. Evelyn smirking. Captioned, "They humiliated the man, funding everything." A board member stormed over. "Do you know who you offended?" "Who?" Evelyn whispered. "Marcus Cole," he said. "He owns the partner firm." Silence crushed the room. Morning was worse. Headlines everywhere. Stock freefall. Board resignations. Phones stopped ringing. By afternoon, they stood at Marcus's front door. "We were wrong," Evelyn said, voice breaking. "Please," Daniel added. "Just talk to us." Marcus looked at them calmly. "You didn't lose everything last night," he said. "You lost it when you decided respect depended on status." Evelyn whispered, "We didn't know who you were." "That's the point," Marcus replied. "You didn't care." "Is there anything we can do?" Daniel asked. Marcus shook his head. "The deal is gone. So is the trust." He closed with one quiet sentence. "Be careful. Power moves quietly." They left empty-handed. His life moved forward. Theirs collapsed.